Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're tackling a really big question, one that creators, founders, and journalists all across Africa are asking. How do you boost your online reach and find the right audience without spending a single dime? Well, we've put together a guide to show you exactly how. So let's just dive right in, shall we? You've got something important to share, a story to tell, a product to sell. But how do you actually connect with the people who are looking for it? Especially when, budgets are tight or even non-existent. Now, you might be thinking you need all these expensive, complex, paid plans to even have a chance. But here's the thing. Free tools have this sort of hidden superpower. They force you to be lean, to be focused. Instead of getting distracted by a million different metrics, you zoom in on the actions that are actually going to move the needle. So, how do you actually do it? Well, the secret isn't some fancy software. Not really. It's a system. It's a simple, repeatable weekly workflow that turns SEO from this big, scary mystery into just a habit. And here it is. This is your entire week, right here. Discover, draft, optimize, publish, crawl, analyze, and build. I know. It might look like a lot at first glance, but the whole point of this system is to break a huge process down into these small, totally manageable daily tasks. Let's walk through it. Okay, so your week kicks off with discovery. On Monday, you're using free tools like Google's Search Console and Answer the Public to find out what questions your audience is already asking online. Then on Tuesday, you draft a really tight, focused post that answers those questions directly, making sure to use specific local examples that resonate. Midweek is all about the technical polish, and then the launch. So on Wednesday, you're running your page through Google's PageSpeed Insights to make sure it is lightning fast. Then comes Thursday. You hit publish, you tell Google your new content is ready, and you share it across all your channels, ideally during those peak evening hours when people are online. And you finish the week by checking in and planting seeds for future growth. Friday, you want a quick site health check with a tool called Screaming Frog. Saturday, you peek at your traffic data in Cloudflare to see what's happening. And Sunday, just find one single opportunity to build a link using the free Ahrefs tool. That's it. Simple, repeatable, and incredibly powerful. Okay, so I've mentioned a few tools already. Let's just lay out the entire free toolkit that powers this whole workflow so it's all in one place for you. Think of this as your SEO cheat sheet. For discovering what people want, it's Search Console and Answer the Public. To check your site speed, and this is crucial, PageSpeed Insights is your best friend. And for finding those valuable link opportunities, the Ahrefs backlink checker is all you need to get going. The right tool for every job, and yep, they're all free. Now, this all sounds great in theory, right? But does this simple zero-budget system actually work in the real world? Well, let's take a quick look at a case study of a boutique in Lagos. So there's this fashion boutique in Yaba, Lagos. They started a blog all about Ankara styles, and they were writing really fantastic content. But the problem was they were just buried deep in Google's search results where no one could find them. How deep, you ask? Well, they were starting from an average search position of 38. To put that in perspective, that's way back on page 4 of Google. I mean, let's be honest, most of us never even get to page 4. But they started applying this simple, free system. Week after week, they were consistent, finding what people were searching for, writing great answers, and making sure their pages were fast. And the change was, well, pretty dramatic. Just look at that. In only a few weeks, they jumped all the way to position 16. Now, that leap from page 4 to page 2 wasn't just some vanity metric. It led directly to real, measurable sales on the weekends. It actually made a difference to their bottom line. And this really is the key takeaway. The whole point. Their success didn't come from some eye-wateringly expensive tool or some super secret complicated strategy. It came from steady, focused execution on the fundamentals. Day in, day out. So if you want to get results like that, you have to absolutely nail the fundamentals on every single page you publish. Let's break down what those essentials actually are. These 4 things might seem almost too simple, but trust me, they create this powerful compounding effect over time. 1, single, clear H1 headline that matches what people search for. 2, your main idea right at the top in the first 100 words. 3, linking to the new post from your older, stronger posts. And 4, ending with a specific call to action. Do this every single time. Okay, now this is where local context completely changes the game. For creators across the continent, you know the realities. Data limits, power cuts, the kinds of devices people are actually using. It all means that your website's speed isn't just some nice-to-have technical detail. It is absolutely essential to even reach your audience. So how do you respond to that reality? Simple things. Use system fonts that load way faster on older phones. Compress your images into a modern format like WebP. And always choose a light, fast page over some heavy, slow design. At the end of the day, this is all about respecting your readers' time and, just as importantly, their data.
All right, so you've got the workflow, you've got the free tools, and you understand the on-page and local essentials. So how do you keep the momentum going and actually track what's working and what's not?
You can forget about getting lost in dozens and dozens of confusing metrics. Seriously, you only need to track 5 things every month: organic clicks, your top countries, which pages are getting the most impressions, your average search position, and your mobile speed. That is it. And the key here is discipline. If you see one of those 5 metrics dip, don't panic. Don't go changing everything at once. Just choose one potential fix, implement it, and then give it 2 weeks to see what happens. That's how you make real, steady progress instead of just chasing your tail. You have to remember, SEO rewards momentum, not perfection. And with this system, you literally have everything you need to start competing today, without having to wait around for budget approval that might never come. So the only question left is, are you ready to ship, learn, and repeat?